Now, in other news today, this is interesting. An online abortion service could offer women a safer way of ending pregnancies. Now, researchers in America, at the University of Texas to be exact, have analysed data from 1,000 women in Northern Ireland and the Republic, and they have found that almost 95% reported successfully ending their pregnancy without having to have surgery.
92 women, that's 9.2%, reported experiencing symptoms for which they were advised to get medical attention. And of these, nearly all of them, 87 of the 92, received medical help.
Well, joining us now is the founder and director of the Abortion Support Network, Clarke. Good morning to you, Mara.
Good morning.
Now, why do people go online to get medication to carry out an abortion rather than visiting a doctor and going through a procedure?
Well, we're talking about Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, where abortion is completely against the law. So their option is to either raise £400 to £2,000 to travel to England to pay privately for a termination, or they can continue a pregnancy that they don't want, or they can go to a reputable provider of online pills. Now, these pills are not a new thing. They've been around for over 10 years, and they are on the World Health Organization's essential medicines list. So this study is showing what we knew, which is these pills are safe as long as you get them from a reputable provider and follow the instructions. They cause a miscarriage, and the pills are safer than Viagra and safer than aspirin.
It's not always easy, though, is it, to tell which websites are genuine and which websites are the good ones?
Well, that is a concern. There's two reputable organizations. One is Women on Web, and that's what this study was from, was 1,000 women who accessed pills from Women on Web. And the other is womenhelp.org. So those are the two reputable places. And people contact us a lot, you know, the people who don't have the money to travel over by themselves. The other thing that's important to note, I saw the picture that they put was of a giantly pregnant woman, and actually these pills are only used up until 9 or 10 weeks gestation, so it's quite early in pregnancy.
And obviously, as you said, this really does apply to women in Northern Ireland and the Republic, but they miss out on the aftercare, don't they? Because often it's said that that is very important after an abortion. How can they receive help, support, advice?
Well, again, the British Pregnancy Advisory Service, which is one of the major providers here, last year launched a helpline so that any woman in Ireland or Northern Ireland or the Isle of Man, where abortion is also against the law, can contact and get advice from a nurse. But the thing to understand is that these pills are very safe. These are the same pills that you or I would take if we went into a clinic here and got them on the NHS. And also there are family planning agencies in the north and south of Ireland where you can go for aftercare for a termination, but then of course you have the issue of having to lie and about the fact that you purchased pills against the law. And in Northern Ireland, in fact, they've now started criminally prosecuting women for taking these medications, which again, any other woman in the United Kingdom could get for free on the NHS.
I guess they do have, there is also an issue, isn't there, about women not having advice before taking them. And what do you say to women who might be watching this now and thinking, actually, this could be a possibility for me? But it's a difficult thing to do, isn't it, if you don't necessarily have anyone that you can talk to about it?
Well, what's really wonderful about the internet and the modern world is that you can contact any local family planning agency. If you're a young person, you can contact Brooke. If you're older, you can contact British Pregnancy Advisory Service or Mary Stopes. If you're in Ireland or Northern Ireland, there's the Irish Family Planning Association.
You do this anonymously and in a safe environment.
Well, in the Republic of Ireland, unfortunately, the law says that to get information about abortion, you have to do so in person. So then they make it extra complicated. But the great news about Women on Web and Women Help Women is that they have an enormous amount of information online, and you can send in an email and you can have an email discussion with somebody. There really are a lot of places where you can be sent. For me, the bigger thing is, while these pills are great, you know, it's fantastic that you can take a pill at home instead of having to, you know, fly to England and spend a lot of money. For me, it's a plaster, yeah. So abortion's against the law. So if you have internet access and you know about these pills, you can get them, and you're under 9 weeks pregnant. Or if you're over 9 weeks pregnant and you have money, or you know about my organization and we can help you financially. But really what we need is law reform.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, essentially they are breaking the law. Mara Clarke, thank you. Very interesting to speak to you about that, about a very difficult topic. Mara Clarke there from the Abortion Support Network. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.